Hey, you guys, how are you? This is going to be your weekly energetic check in just to see what's going on with your energy, any messages that you might need. I'm gonna try that again. All right, this is going to be your messages, all right, for this upcoming week. My bad, I completely forgot that I had the little button there and I had to click on it, so that's my bad. But yes, this is going to be um, your weekly energy check in, see what's going on for you guys, what you guys need to do in regards to shadow work, any types of warnings or updates from your ancestors, and kind of um, any other healing messages that you guys may need. Okay, I went ahead and I cleansed the space. I used some holy herb, I used some palo santo, all right, as well as some camphor. Let's get your ancestor messages out of the way first for this upcoming week, and then we'll see what happens. I did have a crow call. I want to say closer to 1 o'clock today, Eastern time, okay? And the crow was pretty up high on a tree, but I saw about 3 or 4 crows today, okay? So let's see what's going on here for you guys. So this will be considered a crow call message as well. All right, what do they need to know at this time? Connect me with their ancestors, all their spiritual team, those of the highest frequency and vibration, so that we can align them to the highest frequency and vibration. Of course, we have prosperity, which is a good message already, okay? So this is a week of prosperity, so look out for things that are prosperous to you. We have practiced karma cleansing. So you may need to let go of limited thought forms, limited a lifestyle, okay? Something that could be restricting you from this prosperity, okay? So meditation, contemplation, whatever your devotion work would be, okay? Clearing out any type of karma would be beneficial, as well as releasing anything of desire, and not necessarily things that you are attracted to, but more so more materialistic things is what I'm hearing. Okay, we have karmic justice is now. So you guys, this upcoming week is definitely giving karma, is serving you for betterments instead of the negative connotation. So there's two-edged sword in regards to karma. There's justice, and of course there is fairness, right? And so justice means that when something was done unjustly, you will get some sort of karmic repercussions, whether you've done something to someone or vice versa. When it comes to um, injustice, this could be seen or unseen, okay? So it looks like you're being washed of some sort of karma. Something is being removed from your plate. Um, for very few of you, gang stalking could be significant. Gang stalking doesn't always look the same for everybody. Okay, so some gang stalking can be just social, like social media. Some gang stalking could actually be a little bit more severe and serious, depending on your lifestyle and who you're around and things of that nature. So I am seeing this energy of like a few people kind of bothering you, antagonizing you, and things of that nature in an unjust way. You're getting some sort of karmic justice now in regards to that. And I'm also seeing whoever was involved, like whoever had involvement in something, like behind the scenes that they thought that their hands were going to be clean. I'm also seeing that they're going to be caught in the act, okay? So this is like caught red-handed, right? Um, what else? So, is it really affecting your prosperity? It may have for some time, but I feel like it more so impacted you more mentally and energetically than physically. And so I feel like anything that, again, going back to the root cause of the things that you need to let go of is here. Okay. What else? Okay, someone is heavily focused on a romantic connection or their love life, and this is not the time to do that right now. So this doesn't mean that you're not supposed to be in a romantic connection. This just means that don't pour too much into that right now. Okay. So maybe you're hyperly focused on a romantic connection, how it's gonna go, how it's gonna develop, if there is one, if there isn't one, is it healthy, is it not healthy? It's like that type of energy. Like make sure that you're not over pouring into that as well. Okay. So you may need to separate yourself to connect back with your own needs. Okay, going back to the limited desires. So don't restrict yourself in regards to the type of love or support or compassion that you're trying to get out of either a romantic connection or just a love relationship, because love relationships could also be friendships and your community and things of that nature. Okay, this is the best time for you to focus on your body, your vessel, your temple. Okay, because I am seeing like somebody's been over pouring their cup and your cup needs a refill. So you need some TLC this upcoming week. Okay, so maybe some meditation will help. So I'm seeing here in regards to your prosperity, there could have been someone around in your energy that was a hexer of all better circumstances. And this usually comes up with like people are Debbie Downers, or people immediately speak this nasty end game to whatever your goal is, right? Like, oh, well, or fear mongering, right? Like, oh, what if it doesn't happen the way you're planning? And, always have a backup plan, right? Sometimes that doesn't necessarily come across as like, oh, they're like actually hexing you, but with their words, they kind of are. They're kind of like jinxing you for like it not to happen. And that's why I often talk about like sometimes when things are in the planning stages, when you haven't signed things yet, when you haven't copyrighted things yet, when you haven't even decided yet, for real, don't open your mouth and say anything to certain people that might not see what you see of value as valuable, because again, sometimes where people are mentally, sometimes where people are energetically is not gonna be where you want to be, right? Whether that be like you have the expectation, because there's like a twofold message here. So for some of you guys, there's like the expectation of like, man, I really wanted this person to support me, or I really wanted this person to join me in this, or I really wanted to, collaborate with this person and stuff like that, right? Or it can be like this energy of like, because they don't see the vision, because they don't see the reasoning why you're doing things, or why you believe in the things that you believe in, right? They can create these circumstances for you that will just prove to them their lack mentality. But in reality, it will cause disruptions, disturbances, issues, delays for you. Okay. So always remember, if you're going to want to raise your vibration in regards to wealth and prosperity, you need to have like-minded individuals around you, and or you need to work and collaborate with people that also have that type of vision and end game. Okay, or even that can even surpass you, because that's what I'm seeing. Because it's better for you to learn from someone in terms of taking notes, versus learning from someone and having like these terrible life story lessons, right? Okay, so someone may need a in-depth 101 session in regards to money and career, maybe your life purpose and or your next money move. So you may need an individual session. All right. Anything else here? Someone may need to clarify what to do next in regards to gang stalking situations. So you may need a phone call reading in regards to that. So we have financial changes. Give it about 48 hours from whenever you're watching this, okay? The financial changes will start then. Then we have karmic results. So the karmic justice here is talking about whatever was tainting your energy, but it's not yours. Because I don't see this as your energy. Again, I'm seeing something's being washed off of you, or cleared off of you. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys did like cleansing work, or this is the energy that is just assisting you this next upcoming week. Your ancestors are letting you know, like, hey, this is being handled, and you will start to see shifts and changes in regards to finances. Okay, but the signs of karma is because something was blocking blessings. It could have even appeared to be like bad karma, but like I said, that's not exactly what it is. It was like the projection of these people, they have their eyes on you, they're like trying to figure out what the next thing is. And like now I'm seeing like a little gnat, and there was a gnat in here, like. So again, you guys may need to watch that video over at Micahstar Psychic 444 when I talk about spiders, gnats, and flies. Okay, so you may have some messages over there. Okay, but this was due to intentional chaotic decisions. So that means that whoever was gang stalking you, or whoever had their eyes on you, because again, twofold message, right? They were projecting this like nasty energy onto you, or their energy was like bleeding onto your like auric field. Okay, which is interesting. So like if that message relates to you, it's because either you were around these people, or these people were invoking you. Okay, so there's threefold message. Wow, threefold message. So the first one was gang stalking through social media or social circles, all right, social interactions. The second one was inadvertently bad decisions, meaning intentional decisions that these people have done in regards to you. So whether it be like they intended to, play in your energy, they intended to play around with you, they intended not to fully commit, or whatever this is, right? That's the second message. And the third message here was, intentional chaotic decision, meaning to mess up with your prosperity, to mess up something to do with your finances or your work environment and something like that. Okay. But again, this is a part of that karma clearing. This is exactly what's leaving this week, so you don't have to worry about that. But this could also show up as the hexer of better circumstances. So pay attention. When I do these readings, this is for you to become more familiar with your intuitive gifts. Okay. So I'm not just doing the reading. I'm like, oh, this was going to happen, right? No, I'm letting you know the energies that are slowly starting to develop around you and things of that nature, how it's impacting you, so that way you can identify these particular people and energies, so that way you don't have to keep going in cycles with this, right? So that way you be like, all right, every time I'm around you or around that person, these particular cards show up, these particular energies show up, and I know for a fact it has something to do with you, right? And I always advise, if you need to confirm something on a one-on-one, go ahead and click on my website, spiritualistboutique.com, so that we will figure it out on what was really for you. All right, because that's a closed book situation. For the ancestor messages, okay, so that signs of karma is really like due to intentional chaotic decisions. So if you know that you weren't trying to do anything chaotic, you were not, you're not out here being spiritually messy, okay, then that's not you. Then this is the energy that's being projected onto you that is being cleared, okay? Okay, let's get some more. Any other messages here? Any other messages? Okay, so there's a blessing coming in this week. That's a 10 of cups that just fell on the floor, which I'm not gonna pick up. I don't have time today. Let's see. I don't see a toxic lesson coming in, so that's good, which means that there's no toxic friendships, no No need to decline on friendship dynamics or friend requests and things of that nature, but they are giving me the heads up on you need to wear your evil eye jewelry, right? Or whatever type of protection. Again, whomever you're devoted to, ask for protection. All right. Whatever saint you're working with, whatever higher power, whatever psalm script, whatever you want to do, right? Bam. That's what you need to do to remove, to push away things that are not in alignment with you, to then also attract and pull in the types of environments that you should be in, as well as the types of people that will be your supporters. All right. And supporters, not necessarily financially, but supporters in regards to friend groups. All right. This is also the best time for you to be a little bit more protective in regards to your social media accounts. So this is like locking your Twitters, make sure only certain people can see your Twitter. Having there's certain like little things that you can do with like only your followers can see and or only selective few can see, like just depends on the particular social media that you're using, but they're saying be a little bit more protective. I would even follow up with, they're giving me this message of if there was a friend of yours that's no longer a friend and they used to have a password of yours, it's time to go ahead and swap that out. All right. What's going on here? So if you guys had any type of messages or confirmations in regards to evil eye, the evil eye was definitely affecting how far you will actually make it. And this is not because of factual things. This is more so because of where you set yourself. So this is like the Eight of Swords energy. Okay. But that is shifting. So there's going to be like a little shift. So meditating this week is going to be very beneficial. All right, doing some journal work is also going to be beneficial in regards to internal conflict. There's an ex here. Ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend could be significant. All right. You need to cut ties with that as well. We have blocked and restricted. Okay. And if you've done that already, you may want to go ahead and just fact check that their friends are not following you. Okay. Something about plan, better planning in regards to household dynamics. Preparations financially. Okay. Household preparations. This could be the management of funds as well. Anything else here? Anything else? Whoever cleansed their car, you don't have to cleanse again. You're good. Seen somebody cleanse their car recently. You're good. You're good. But you do need to like establish a better relationship with your vehicle. It's interesting. Huh. I don't know exactly what that means. Whoever's been feeling persecuted energetically, you have 3 days. You manifested a blessing to clear this out, okay? So there's a spirit guide of yours or an ancestor of yours that's trying to assist you with this specifically. I'm seeing a money deposit for somebody. For some of you, it's going to come from different places, okay? So this could be different sources of income. Seven of Cups could also be like unexpected, all right? It's like somebody tip you, somebody gives you money, someone could give you something of value that you don't have to necessarily buy, okay? Anything else? Somebody needs a past life reading. This is a spiritual contract. What is that spiritual contract about? It could have something to do with a spiritual friendship in particular that's coming in. I don't see anyone with high experience doing any type of witchcraft. Okay, so that's a no. I don't necessarily see the need for energy work right now. I am seeing a lot of messages in regards to multiple income streams. So make sure that you're also doing the mundane work, meaning like if you have to apply, apply. If you have to go look, look. If you have to ask, ask. Okay. A lot of these like weird energies, you don't know personally. So it's giving just like random people just throwing judgment. Okay. So there's something about criticism, critiquing, the way you portray yourself or what you are posting about, or just you. Because sometimes it doesn't even have to be like you're posting anything. It could just be like, just because you're walking in your light and you know that you're the shit. And you believe that, and you are also like in your healing journey, so you're not talking down to yourself, right? That can trigger certain people. Yeah. Okay, so somebody definitely needs a love reading. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some messages. All right, what's coming in next? What's coming in next? This next upcoming week, what is coming in next? All right, we have the Hangman. That is so funny because you did have that energy the last time I came over here for you guys. So you're still in this energy of the Hangman. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Okay, but for you guys, this time the Hangman, so this is a twofold thing. Some of you guys are looking at things differently from a spiritual perspective, either magically, okay, intentionally, and or again manifestation wise. So there's something in regards to looking at things from a different perspective. And I was just saying that, like, right, sometimes you could just be the person, you could be that catalyst, you could be the person that triggers the other person to want to do the work or to realize that they're not doing the work, right? And so that could be that energy. Again, looking at things from a different perspective. The second message would be in regards to prosperity, realizing that prosperity can come in many forms, right? Not just looking for prosperity in regards to cash, but looking at prosperity in regards to good health, looking at prosperity in terms of an abundance of resources, looking at prosperity as having the right people in your corner, like networking and things like that. Okay. So there's something here that's different that's going to shift you away from the Nine of Swords. Okay. Worry, fear, anxiety. We have the Magician, and the Five of Pentacles is sideways here as well. Sorry, you guys. I always forget that that's there. I'm sorry. Okay, so there's a lot of things that's happening in the subconscious mind, but as well, along with any type of manifestation work with lunar cycles could be significant. Your moon sign could be significant. Lunar phases, I did say 48 hours, 3 days could be significant. So those particular lunar phases could be significant for you guys, right? But all of this is actually supposed to help you to balance something out, to rectify in your life this next upcoming. Okay. What else here? All right, we have the King of Swords. So logically, practically, you guys definitely do need time to rest the mind. All right, rest the mind, quiet the chatter. So this is making sure that you take practical time. So this is not you trying to rush through a meditation, not trying to rush and hurry up and do a prayer, not trying to rush and hurry up and do a candle, right? This is the energy of Saturn. This is discipline. So this is like making sure that you are disciplined in your spiritual devotion, whatever that may be, because I don't judge you guys, right? And so whatever that may be for you on a personal note, you need to get back on that, okay? You need more structure, okay? Whether that be every morning, every afternoon, before lunch, before dinner, whatever it may be, a little bit more structure this week, okay? It's going to help you see something clearly, okay? This is also giving this energy of fixing your crown, fixing your thoughts, okay? Refocusing your thoughts, okay? Being more practical and logical in regards to your financial moves, your career path, career decisions, financial. Again, I said something about money management, right? Maybe decisions in regards to money management. You have the Emperor here. So this is more boss-like moves. So moving like a boss instead of, an essential worker, where you're looking at it as like, I am the boss of the company. So therefore I have to set these particular rules in place and I have to stick by those rules. That could be like making sure that you actually set your work hours and keep those work hours. Something about structuring something that is going to be able to help you long term, okay? What else is coming in this next upcoming week? And we already have, again, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, air sign male energy could be significant. Okay, what's coming in very quickly? There's something here in regards to reaping rewards, okay? And you're going to start reaping rewards in the next 2 days. And then something's going to speed up. So after the second day, something's start coming very quickly. The Eight of Wands, usually like something unexpected, all right? Spiritually, because I did talk about spiritual defense, right? Protecting your energy. You want to make sure this is not like a surprise attack, not spiritually anyway, but like I said, with the clearing of the energy, I don't feel like it. It's more so make sure that like you are protecting your ideas, protecting your investment. So Seven of Pentacles talks about something that you've been doing for a long time. Seven of Pentacles can also be something that you've been accruing for a long time, cultivating for a long time, putting a lot of energy in, consistency in, whatever that is you want to protect, okay? But there will be some sort of unexpected great things coming in. It's going to kick up. It's going to speed up. This could also be like if you thought, oh man, it's going to take me this long for me to save this much money to do this thing, right? I'm seeing the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck. You will be very satisfied. You will be very happy. Things will be very secure and structured because things are going to speed up for you. Because karmic justice is here for you this upcoming week. All right. Be careful with past situations, nostalgia trips. All right. Going down memory lane in regards to toxic relationships from the past, right? Six of Cups is here. So there's something that you do need to let go in order to get the type of relationship or sustain the type of relationship that you wish. Okay. So the Six of Cups is also like, make sure that you're not, enabling bad habits of past relationships, past situations, or things that you used to do when you were younger. You don't want to do that anymore because that can create bad karma and or block your blessings, okay? And for each and every one of you, it's going to be different. So you got to, again, take notes, meditate on it. All right. And that's being clarified by the Justice in the Tower in the reverse. Okay, the Justice in the reverse and the Tower is there. So there will be a Tower if you go back to a particular relationship. There will be a Tower, and it doesn't matter what type of relationship. It could be romantic, it could be friendship, business partner, whatever it is that does not serve you. You've already let it go. You've outgrown this. Okay, you do not want that type of karma to come back. Okay. Especially we have the Nine of Cups there with the Four of Cups here, okay? So it's a choice, It's either you get what you want or you're going to end up being dissatisfied. Okay. Clarify that justice in the reverse to give them that confirmation. What is that about? Yeah, it's about a relationship, all right. 6 of Wands and the 2 of Cups is there. So that's a definite on a relationship. Could be a toxic connection. So maybe you were already warned about, hey, this is a toxic partner. This is a karmic lesson that you've already learned. Because again, this is past situations. There's a tower here. The tower is usually some sort of revelation, exposure, right? Deconstruction of something that is not obtainable any longer, okay? Something that's not going to be able to hold, okay? And so that was broken down and made clear to you that something was imbalanced. And so you are supposed to have a really healthy relationship, soul dynamic, okay, with someone else. With the Chariot here, that means that there is time with the Temperance as well for you to move on. The 8 of Cups is here. So if there's delays in regards to romantic partnerships or a type of love experience that you want, it is because of a past habit, a past connection, something from the past that is not being severed, and or it's very difficult to walk away from, okay? But you have to choose. This is a choice. They said this is a choice. All right. What else is that? Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles with the 2 of Wands. So what this lets me know is that what is actually there, this blessing, because we talk about the blessings, the 9 of Cups came up like 2 times already. So that means that this is exactly the breakthrough that you want, exactly what you've been wishing for, praying for, asking for, all right? The Ace of Pentacles lets me know that with the Ace of Swords, it lets me know that it's going to bring a clean new break, a clean new beginning, okay? The 2 of Wands talks about preparation, talks about looking to the future, right? And so if we're talking about looking to the future, there may be things from the past that you do not want to add on to that future, correct? And so make sure that when you are, doing your devotion prayers, you're meditating, you're contemplating, you're reflecting, you're manifesting, make sure that you are clearing away the people, places, and circumstances that you do not want to continue to experience, my love bugs, okay? Because that's what that 5 of Pentacles sideways is. It's a transition to get you out of lack. It's a transition to get you out of limitation, okay? So there is some things that need to get rectified there. So that justice in the reverse is letting you know, hey, karma is swinging back to the people that have to get it. So that means that you don't want to have those types of people around you when they're getting their karma. Okay? Let's see what else. Let's get you your money messages. And since love came out a couple times, I'll get you some love messages too. All right, let's see. What's going on here this week in regards to money? Okay, so we had money deposits, right? So we have checks, okay, checks, plural, deposits, plural, all right, consecutive. So this is like either weekly or like a daily thing, just depending on what your financial circumstances are, right? We have an Archangel invocation prayer. And this is to invoke all the archangels. And so I'm going to go ahead and do that for the intention of protection. All right. So we gather united to call for spiritual intervention and karmic justice. We call on all the forces of the 7 archangels and the Most High that created the archangels in the first place. Archangel Metatron, Azrael, Jophiel, Zachiel, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, and to lead the spiritual intervention. We then also call Archangel Michael with his great sword, helping us, guiding us, protecting us, and sheltering us from all evil and all devil's snares. Thank you to the highest power, for rebuking all evil from our lives, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, sexually, intimately, knowingly and unknowingly, caused by ourselves and caused by the destructions of others. And we pray, Ashe. Amen. All right. And so now we have the angels at our sides. All right, this next upcoming 7 days. All right, and they will definitely help with finances as well if you guys have been having issues with finances, because these are the financial cards, okay? So another confirmation, nothing is now. So this next upcoming week, I don't see no delays. I don't see delays. I see, people getting in your way. I don't see any issues, okay? So if things are slow, they're supposed to be that way. And if things speed up, they're supposed to be that way too, okay? So don't panic, you guys. We have constant money flow. For those that have merch, okay, you could be sending out some merchandise. Something is a bestseller here. What else? So the prayer of protection is also going to catch somebody red-handed, is what I just heard. All right. We have karmic number 16. Karma is to be more thoughtful of others and considerate of how you affect them directly. So you could be affecting certain people directly, so you want to make sure that it's for the best. They're talking about stagnation now with angel number 34. You're facing stagnation and adversity because you have outgrown some elements of your life. It's time to make fundamental, foundational changes in your life to get back into the flow. All right. So wherever you kind of felt stuck, right? Like it doesn't even feel like how like there's different, and I'm saying like a water park. Okay. So like there's the water park that has like the highest slide and you go straight down and it's like it goes really fast, right? And then there's the group slides that are kind of like that, but they're like bigger and you have like maybe 4 or 6 people sitting in there and you're spinning around. And for some reason I'm seeing Cardi B. Right? I think it was her and somebody else. Maybe somebody she was related to. But they were in one of those rides. I saw one of those clips for some reason in my head. Okay, so it could be something like that. And I'm talking about the movement of your money. Okay, so you're either in one of these. So like you're in the very, very tip, and then something happens, and then you just, and then just the money just starts fast. It starts building, and you going fast, right? The second one that I saw again was like that Cardi B reference. It's a little bit. It's more like a boat, like a water raft thing. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, it's like something like that. And, same thing, but with that, you have more people. So it like moves from side to side, still keeping that same type of momentum going all the way down. And then for very few of you, you guys felt like you've been in a lazy river. Like, yeah, the money's there, but like I'm literally floating. Like I have to just wait as it takes me to where I want to go, right? So that's that type of energy. So wherever you are, you're shifting into the faster version, okay? So if you're in that lazy river financially, right, then you're shifting into like, let's say, like the water raft version, where it's like, it feels a little unpredictable. It feels a little unpredictable. It's faster than what it was before, but it's also fun. That's why I'm using these references, because it's fun. There's something here about fun when it comes to your finances. And I don't know if that means because you're going to be able to have more fun, or because whatever you're doing for your finances is fun, or whatever the heck this is, okay? But that's what they're showing me right now, for you to get back into the flow. So you guys let me know which little water financial storyline you guys resonate with, okay? Then we have Archangel Gabriel, so somebody needs some healing. We have evil eye protection on your money and job, okay? So again, that's a confirmation for the evil eye protection. So the evil eye protection is for finances specifically. Maybe somebody was thinking like it was a relationship or something else, but no, it's money related, okay? But again, going back to nothing is blocking you, right? Nothing is hindering you. Nothing is delaying you. So if you decide in your head, you're, oh, well, that's not going to happen this week anyway, so I'm just not going to do this, blah, 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 right? Whatever that may be. You're the one that's going to be causing that blockage, nobody else, okay? Just to clarify. Someone, I'm seeing investments here, but that came up in the reverse. I don't feel like you need to invest anything else in regards to products or merch. I don't know if somebody like is needing to buy more or unsure of whether or not to buy something to gain some sort of profit. I would shy away from that this week. Okay, definitely tally up everything that you have. What you would like to put on sale, what you would like to maybe hike up the price in regards to, okay? Some of you guys, this may be like promo stuff or like advertisement, okay? Anything else in regards to money? Anything else in regards to money? Anything else? All right. Build financial structure this upcoming week. Again, I don't know exactly what this is, whether it's company related, all right, brand related, brand identity, finding your brand identity, creating your own brand, tending to the soil of your business or your finances. So that's like the roots, right? Making sure that everything is good. Laying financial groundwork. Consistency is significant in regards to this as well. And then we have angel number 11, a wake-up call. You're entering a period of enhanced success this week, okay? So that means that you want to be able to be consistent with this as well. And then we'll grab some of these for the love messages. What's going on here for love? What's going on here for love? Okay, we have a man. The man came up in regards to love. What else for love? What do they need to know? Oh, husband. Wow. Anything else? In regards to love. All right, we have a short-term relationship. Again, I talked to you guys about something from the past needs to get dumped out, released, okay? Or a short-term relationship could be putting you in the energy of not accessing what you actually truly desire. So maybe you're lowballing in regards to relationships. Maybe the expectations are on the ground instead of up higher. There's something here, okay? Tapping into your higher self is going to be significant this upcoming week. Free yourself from your ego. All right, we have 13 shadow attributes, and the one that's here is the rigid monster, okay? So again, somebody could be trapped in a codependency relationship, or this could be something from the past that you could have experienced, and it could be delaying a spiritual partnership with a husband, okay? A divine counterpart. I'm seeing this as stop judging yourself, Okay, so either you're in this ego attribute of you're judging yourself, you're critiquing yourself, and or you're critiquing others. All right. And you push yourself towards your ultimate purpose, your ultimate desire, right? Not the limited desire. The limited desire, like, oh, I just wish I could experience this. But you're saying that because you feel like you're only going to be able to experience it for a little bit, right? And not because you're destined to experience it. It's like, oh, I wish I could get on that ride. And then you finally get on the ride and you go, oh, I wonder if I can do it again. Right. And usually it's like because, there's another line or there's another requirement, there's something else that you have to do to get it versus just be, right? Just be able to experience it because you deserve it, right? So there's some sort of mentality that needs to shift there. Some of you guys got to get a little bit more patient. All right. A little bit more patient. If it's not more patient, a little bit more tolerant because not everybody's healed, right? Going back to the codependent thing, what is that about? Emotional validation is what they said. Emotional validation. So something needs to be healed in regards to a past short-term relationship that created that trauma bond in regards to emotional validation. So the anticipation that am I going to feel that feeling that I'm trying to get, and you never kind of get it, and so you end up picking up scraps from the people that you really didn't even deserve to experience in the first place. Okay, that could end up causing that rigid monster effect within you, that shadow architect. Okay, so the root cause: fear, rejection of the unknown, meaning, oh, I don't know how this relationship is going to play out, so I guess we'll see how it goes, or I guess this is the only thing that I can expect from here, right? And so breaking down that limited desire, that limitation of being able to actually get what you desire as well. Okay. They talk about like an ego death when it comes to that for your relationships. All right. Some of you guys need to do shadow work. Anything else? There's something here about a complex that you have, extremely loyal to someone, remaining in harmful situations, um, especially if it's harmful to your spirit or emotionally, your heart, mind for too long, compromising your integrity to avoid the sensation, the basically what comes like the yeah, I'm seeing anger, but to like avoid, again, going back to like avoid rejection, to avoid feeling left out, to avoid um this is deeper than that. If I were to scratch further in that, like a little bit deeper, it kind of feels like not just necessarily rejection, but exclusion, like an issue in regards to not being not being qualified or considered for something as well. Something deeper on there. Somebody may need to like reflect on that. Yeah, compromising your integrity to avoid this. Putting aside your own interests, your own hobbies, self-care, expression in order to get what they need or want or desire instead of for you. So that's codependently people pleasing for emotional validation. So you're only doing that so that way you can feel emotionally safe or emotionally secure or emotionally validated or emotionally understood. Okay. What's going on? Any other messages in regards to love? All right. We have an enemy here. They have Other reasons to sabotage you. Then we have selfish, won't empathize, emotionless. Okay. Soulmate, lover, romantic connection, a passionate soulmate, codependent relationship sign, separation anxiety, trigger when you don't hear from them. We have lacking love here. We have a stonewall effect, silent treatment. Someone is gaslighting or healing from gaslighting. Again, we have Archangel Gabriel that came up. So these are things that you would want to petition Archangel Gabriel for. Like, Archangel Gabriel, I'm still working on healing from this short-term relationship, or I'm still working on this emotional abandonment wound. I'm still working on constantly searching for validation outside of myself, or I want to have this type of marriage, this type of serious commitment in my life. However, I keep experiencing these short term relationships. Help me to heal this. Help me to identify what it is that I'm healing, so that way I don't continuously create this pattern again and again. Okay. Because someone has definitely experienced a gaslighter. All right. The behaviors of a gaslighter, the intentions to be emotionally unavailable. And you need to prepare yourself this next upcoming week to be able to identify who is emotionally unavailable. So that way you don't end up people pleasing with people that are emotionally unavailable and creating a toxic codependency dynamic with them, okay? Especially if they're going to end up being a short term relationship anyway. Especially if you're noticing lack of communication, okay? Or distance. That's just like to make you more emotionally like attached to them. Anything else? Especially if it has anything to do with friends with benefits. Okay. What is that? Some of you guys are getting some sort of test results coming in this week. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. Yeah, this is all a part of your journey. Like your healing journey. Yeah, let's close book on that. So the rigid monster also talks about not compromising, narrow-mindedness, being uptight, intolerable. All right, some of you guys could actually be dealing with issues such as sexism, homophobia, racism, things of that nature, and that all stems from the rigid monster. Okay, whether that is something that's happening internally within you, or you're seeing this outside of you projected to you. So you have some of those qualities within you, and the qualities would be, again, chaos, lack of control, ego death, right? So as you're experiencing an ego death, you're also going to see outside of you who are not, who's basically avoiding the ego death. So you have to kind of figure out, okay, are you mirroring to me the healed parts that I want to be, or are you mirroring back to me the parts that I haven't touched yet? Right. And so that's something that's significant in regards to love. And we'll go ahead and we'll get that out of the way. And then, of course, we'll go ahead and give your final messages. All right. Healing messages. What do they have to heal this upcoming week? What do they have to heal? All right. Toxic independency. I can do it, 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 I can do it all by myself. The devil is your shadow trait. The moon is your subconscious. You didn't even know you're doing this to yourself. You could be blocking really good partnerships. Okay. Probably even financial opportunities. Working with certain companies, organizations, sponsors, possibly. Okay. Right? Because if you're only limited to, I'm only going to be in this company, this is the only type of job that I want, this is the only type of job title that I'm going for, I'm only going to work for this company, and that's it, right? It's like limiting you, okay? What else here? What else are they healing? So there is a transformation that's taking place for you. We have the monarch, the wolf spirit, and the crow here. So there is something here in regards to a rebirth. Okay. Yeah. Some of you guys are probably starting your savings journey again. Some of you guys are accumulating some sort of energy here. It's interesting how the devil card came out again with the magician. So I would be very careful with your shadow attribute when you're manifesting, because your shadow attribute could possibly manifest some toxic things and or manifest the things that you have not healed from. All right, with the Queen of Pentacles right next to the devil, this could be some bad habits in regards to finances that could be showing up. So let's say you're like, yeah, I want this much money, I want this type of job, I want these many clients, whatever, this financial opportunity, the money, the finances, all that comes. But does that really, again, if the soil is tainted, if the roots are not dealt with, right, things can get messy. So let's see how we can help that, okay? So give some advice for the devil energy, some advice to conquer the devil energy. Thank you. All right, we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so that's what the breakthrough is. So the breakthrough is already coming here for that. The Death card, the ego, death. To realize, wow, I've been really rigid with my finances. Wow, I've been really rigid in regards to love. Wow, I've been really rigid in regards to family. Wow, I've been really rigid in regards to people giving me a helping hand. The Sun card. So I feel like that's going to kind of work its way, like work itself out, basically. I don't, like by the end of the week, it's like it's going to work itself out. So just stay more optimistic instead of pessimistic. That's what I would advise you to do. All right. Yeah, fool. Don't be foolish with your funds, but start new things with your funds, right? So this is like, okay, this may be that confirmation. Start that new savings account. Confirmation. Leave that old freaking bank account alone, especially if then basically wiped out and gave you like a negative, or always constantly push more money out than you've received, right? There's something in regards to that. It's like, don't be afraid to apply for that new job title, that new job position. Don't be afraid of shooting for that promotion, right? Don't be afraid of trying new resources, okay? Financially. Yeah, the Temperance. Don't be afraid of what takes time to build, okay? Anything else? Oh. Yeah, some of you guys have been very, very confused in regards to, and this is more emotionally, because you guys were leaning more emotionally than practically on certain things. All right. I'm also seeing now is the time for you guys to actually start new friendships. Some of you guys, you're supposed to have 2 new friends a whole year ago, like around Sagittarius season, or what is this? Taurus season or something like that. Okay. This is like 2, 3, a group of 3 friends, or a group of 2 friends and you, or a group of you and 4 people supposed to be friends. All right. But something here in regards to your emotions, or maybe your spiritual gifts. Maybe someone's really highly intuitive, and so someone feels like they're only being utilized for their intuition. But no, I see like three lotuses. So there's 3 spiritual friendships here that are blossoming after healing from a karmic karmic friendships, okay, or karmic social circles, okay. So the ego death is clearing out that seven of course, the seven of cups, the illusion of something, the illusion of attachment. So this is a thing that I'm seeing. You guys think that you're fucking attached to something and you're really not. So this is like a denial. It's like, oh yeah, well I'm stuck here. I'm stuck experiencing this, or this is the only thing that I'm going to be able to attract. But in reality, that is a denial complex that you have to end up blocking you from actually getting what you want. The two of coins is here. When you already had that to begin with, the eight of swords lets me know that this is a denial complex that some of you have. Interesting. One more. Yeah, the moon is here. Some of you guys, you may need to really look at your second house, your moon sign. Could be significant. Anything else? Healing messages for this next upcoming week. Yeah, some of you guys may be a little resistant, all right, to others coming in, helping you, and or working with others, working with more people, okay, having more people around you. Nine of Swords is there with the Page of Wands. With new opportunities. What is that? And then we have the Emperor in the reverse. Yeah, maybe you're used to being in leadership roles. Maybe you're used to taking the lead. You're the one that used to call the shots. You're not used to someone else like telling you how much you're going to get paid, or telling you what to do, or undermining you. Something else is coming through with the undermining. Okay, these are all things that you need to heal. So journal about it. I know it's not going to take you a whole week to heal all this, because I know, but it's a good start. All right. So that being said, comment down below. Let me know how this resonates for you guys, and I will see you for the next reading. Peace.